Plant pollination, the magical process of seed creation. Have you ever seen bees flying around flowers or butterflies sitting gently on petals? They don't just enjoy the view, they help plants in an amazing process called pollination. Let's learn more about how this process works and why it's so important. Pollination is the process by which plants are fertilized. This is accomplished by transferring pollen grains from male to female flowers, so that seeds are created. So, before we see how plants are fertilized, let's get to know their flowers. The male flower has only stamens. The stamens consist of the filament and the anthers. The anthers contain the pollen grains, which contain the male gametes of the plant. The female flower has only a pistil. The pistil consists of the stigma, the style, and the ovary. The ovary contains the spermatophores, which contain the ovules, the female gametes of the plant. The perfect flower has both stamens and pistils, meaning it produces both male and female gametes. The common parts of flowers are, the pedicel, our familiar stalk, connects the flower to the stem. The sepals, resemble leaves, are usually green in color, are located on the outside of the flower and protect its inner part. The petals are located inside the sepals and also protect the inner part of the flower. Pollen is produced in the anther, which is the male part of the flower. The pistil, the female part of the flower, has a sticky tip called the stigma. The pollen needs to get there. When the pollen reaches the stigma, it travels through a tube, called a style, to the ovary, where the seeds begin to form. Plants can't move on their own, so they need help to transport pollen. This help is provided by pollinators, who carry pollen from flower to flower. They can be animals, insects, and natural forces. Here's how they help. Bees. Bees are the busiest pollinators. They collect nectar and pollen from flowers to feed their young. As they fly from flower to flower, they carry the pollen. Butterflies and moths, they suck nectar with their long tongues. The pollen sticks to their bodies and they carry it to the next flower. Hummingbirds, these tiny birds hover while drinking nectar from colorful flowers, carrying pollen as they move. Wind, some plants, like grasses and trees, don't rely on animals. The wind carries their pollen through the air. Pollination is not the same for all plants. There are two main types. Self-pollination, some plants can pollinate themselves. Pollen is transferred from the anther to the pistil of the same flower or another flower on the same plant. Cross-pollination, most plants need pollen from a flower, often from a different plant. This is done with the help of pollinators. Pollination is essential for plant reproduction and therefore the maintenance of life. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and like.